Hi, my name is Packy, creator of Pack Rat's Shack. I upcycle furniture, build out of pallet wood, finish interior spaces, and have a vendor booth for my creations. Welcome to my world. I'm sorry for the lack of drywall installation footage that I'm showing here, but there's several reasons for that. For one, when I first got here, I had no electricity, so the only way to charge my phone was to run it out and put it on the car charger. So I was trying to keep the battery going for as long as possible in case of an emergency. Second thing is I had no internet, so there was no way of unloading all of the footage once I had it on the camera, which I need to do daily when I'm recording everything. I did try to go down to the local visitor center once and use their internet access, and that wasn't working. So the third thing is obviously it's a very small, tight space, and it's really hard to kind of get in there to see what I'm doing. So you have that. This is actually the first project that I got started on because that morning when I had all of the service people coming in and stopping in one on top of the other, which was very chaotic by the way, what I gathered at that point from the HVAC people was that it would be best for me to get that drywall in and done before they put the system in, otherwise it would not be drywalled. So I figured since I already had plans on the drywall getting delivered, that's what I would get started on, and it took the least amount of tools to run to Lowe's and purchase in order to get going on that project. Because as I've mentioned in my chronicles earlier, I was never able to make that last trip back to Indiana to get all of my standard, like most needed tools that I really have at all times because of jobs that I wanted to finish up there first. So after getting it all drywalled and knowing that you can't fit in there to do the drywall, then you're not going to be able to fit in there and get it painted afterwards either. So I went ahead and got all of that area primed, and then after I got the primer on, I was thinking really for a mechanical room this just needs to have one more good coat of primer. It's a really good, expensive, heavy bonding primer, full coverage. So I just thought I'm going to put another layer of primer on, and that's going to be the paint too. It'll be easy, clean, and that's all you need for a mechanical room. So first project almost done. Just have to move everything into place on that side of the room so I can get the other side done. The most comical part about this whole project is the one thing you thought you'd have last or almost last on your list was the thing you got done first. So as I've said before, nothing's going to plan. I'm just winging it, taking it day by day, and for the most part enjoying it. There's been a couple hurdles here and there that's not been so enjoyable, but overall very, very pleased and very, very blessed to be down here in Tennessee. So this is the first coat of primer in the mechanical room, and I was running the dehumidifier to help dry it out, and of course I think it'll look a lot better, especially on the wood area, after we get a second coat put on. I'm trying to get all of this corner done so the HVAC system can come in and finish getting installed. And I'm trying to finish back in this cubby little area because that's where the laundry tower is going to go, and a utility sink over on this corner. So I'm trying to get this section of the mechanical room done, and I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get a second layer of primer on, which it's a heavy bonding, heavy stain blocking primer, so I believe actually that will be the paint for this room. It looks really nice and finished already where the white is pretty solid, so I really don't see a point in repainting it if there's two good layers of the primer on. I never imagined that I'd already be getting my paint supplies out and trying to paint stuff. So I guess that's how you know that a painter is trying to finish out this house. She's already getting something ready to paint within the second week of being here. Not a single worry in my head that I haven't even gotten started on the necessities like a bathroom. It is in the back of my mind. There's things in the way right now. Just sitting there as happy as can be because you get the paintbrushes out. By the way, I really couldn't even find all of my needed paint supplies in all of the stacks of boxes from the move. So I found one roller cover. I did find plenty of hand brushes because of my handy go painter's bag or whatever you want to call it. But I ended up having to use one of my aluminum foil cooking trays for the fire pit that I hadn't used yet, and I ended up having to get that out to use as my painter tray because I can't find them anywhere. And by the way, this isn't the only room that I've gotten primer on at this point. I know we're trailing about a month behind on what I'm doing, but to see more of my progress, keep watching my Tennessee Chronicles, and there you'll see how far I've made it on my bedroom so far, and as well as several custom builds I've already gotten started on. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe out there.